근데 쇼치가 완도시나 가수 포크 가익다나 르그닌도 소인나 하장 랑깅 산로타나 로몽스가 로종시기 고름 쳤다나 단더 지 치ren탕답 자라즈레 당상 결급 모고나 되니 응르제 샴톤 강속수 이로나 당운이 지쿠 난돈도 고송이나 다 텔레 잡는 바바리 삼기었대요 다 옛날에 아주 워크도 워익도 지금 머르 뇽뇽스다나 다총 쉿고니나 때 다리가 탑간 지타네야나 깔리 커보요 사즈레 때나 가티 때 머르 다 총총 그간다 지금 머르 쳔보즈 그까토가 비르토인지스 있니나 남지근 이렇게는 수 머르 그까당 이겐도 수 냠조지스 있나 니 난돈 포좀 소반다 때니 머르 아장 그까토나 요네야 로암 지적 네가 바르다 텔라 반바요 지르고 산네 되니 지르춘 가레다 좀춘 가레가나 되니 지 머르 심말라다리 반비치인 제 mam보셈용
and then I through learning immersing myself in Tibetan language and culture, I regarded Tibetan. Then I come to regard and consider Tibetan language and culture priceless, and I see the need to preserve it, to sort of communicate its values. And in the sort of exhibitions and galleries in the West, you see Tibetan Buddhist and scriptures being preserved and in display. And I think it's amazing if the message is also being communicated. I think that would be of great significance. But I think when it comes to, if we regard Tibet, it's a minor. The population is very small. It's as a sort of minority, as a minor sort of nationality. It's very difficult to guarantee the preservation of one's culture. And then, if I translate it into the language of a major or of a big, a dominant nationality, I think the Tibetan wisdom and Tibetan culture will go on living in different languages. And this is why, one of my another intention, motivation to translate. And I also in my prefaces to my translations and my own works, I express my own intention, motivation, saying that even if it does not benefit this generation, a current generation, I say I hope it will, my translations and my work will benefit the generations to come, to the future generations.
다 마음 안 나가서 르그는도 tani yin rung wara ne thap ta mathap tani kangchi thanayang tari tokba kangar mangboz yo konre chire zena tandi tichu thong zgarana shir zamlang gartangna khoirna ngama tani ngochu khabar dandimo lam ganena phansan tani tab damchung lamne tari ta kharsan dera amuksur kene kharnamniga ina dragan zambolong ma thamse kam rera shi jor tab de bogo sonore 대전도는 다 코리크 르네 초탐치됐나 당선 가리게나 르네 잔제랑 그자건데 다 졸릭 서지슨 쳤다나 만나 다리건데 당 수다리 짐처저 고난자가 당럽 근처치게 디럽데 때니 그런 다 당선 잠올은 코리크 탐쳤다 되니 가릭 쳔보 가릭 총총 탐쳤 말은 결ኛ 취기다나 머릭 쳔보다 야급 쳔보거니 되니 잠올은 것도 야급 다 총총 대소 탐쳤다 라라라 다리건 측준 잠은 정게 라라 다리가 잠했다 동게 따띠라서 바거 육전 자당만 자즈다 되니 장사용 안사요 너리 뒤쪽 근저와다 문다 만자고 묵스르 잔즈 뜨고디 맞솔 다리 샘크르 몸보즈 요거래
therefore there is doubt and anxiety for us regarding the durability of Tibetan culture, the stability of Tibetan culture. We live in an age of internet and electronic communication technology, but still then we have the angle, the aspect of what some people call cultural imperialism, where we get to see these dominant major cultures assimilating and dominating minor cultures. And so with minor cultures and sort of also dominant nationalities, once again showing their predominance over minor people, sort of national groupings or nationalities. And for this reason, there are, as we're concerned, there are anxieties.
Pena kasang terang ketiso yana enji yarkup ko sagang korik tenra chimboz mare mayang parchir tapshichin chigdan yarmar ma tenra mongboz mare redana ta chitsung go skat wayan kugun zamolong go wena nga zo namchlan dgne na tani enji kat tani ta yarkup ta sacha hajan yongshid ma to zeman kasang atari go yogoyo dgnare 대신 니 르네다는 산로 너쇼고 다리 페나 로닌 다 같이긴 나라는 단 잠오는 것만 탐치 그다가 요네 다 디무고 디르즈 송원제 뜨인나 카르틴디 갸중 그 카쇼 할레티 근 잠오는 것만 탐치라 판바 요는 있나 다 대양 다리가 용든지 요래 레다는 디다 몸통이 고도 아주 장는 거 지금 머르 냠총다나 대전다 까잉 냠총 치망보즈 되네 remji 단 직든 되네 8월 달에 흔주건데.
So for example, if we look at Great Britain, it's in terms of territory it's very small, in terms of population it's very small, but its language is very powerful, influential, dominant, and in terms of its spread and dominant predominance of its culture and language is huge. If a good film comes out, one needs to sort of, through itself, it illustrates and demonstrates the dominance of language and culture. So this, if maybe is something, there could also be, of course, benefiting things that happen, that has got sort of global beneficial effects. It might be, if that's the case, that is good. But also it has this negative impact where sort of weak or minor nationalities and languages gets totally overwhelmed.
당아 진등거 정통 강가래 송디 드네 이게 가래도 다 직된들 시차르 이게 제이다는 값신 거던 티모프리오지즈레 단 남인다 템 통처럼디 니 냥나라요 지금 조트메 비 나즈크 차즈크 초라 김보 티모즈듬 정건도 그 또이나 다 초라 다디나 다리 대런드네 야나 키르나발라 거롱저코나 레지나 드네 마온르금나 드네 지금 머르기나 다 세나 거기나 참마거 järkırma 참마거 järkırma 나 먼저가요 말다 있나요 맞추 잠을는 거 머르소 탐치 그 줄긴 가이 너소 니버장가나 중축고 타다 드네 시험바 탐치 그 ndala 수상록던 거지스 레삼가 카르티 스카탄 이게다 잠을는 거다 머르 강롱즈 그 납송이나 데네 존테 담 개발남거 송마르다다 머르기티가 다 책쪽 탐칫 보고 족송들이 챗송들이 데니 존테 단 직된 감디 머르기텔라 할레치 그 챗추다는 요던 요지잔지겠나 틱줄긴데라 또 라나메피 데네 지 흥역죽 그 여스 게르비 요던 망보즈고 나야나 데니 존테 나춘주아미 시쿨리르탄가 다 럼기테 vat송들이 다 데인정나 데네 참멘디 타다 수암록당 거고.
It's good, of course, one can speak Chinese or English, whatever language, but I think, sorry, I've forgotten. Every time when I visit a museum or a gallery, sometimes I come across a display or a label saying extinct language. And that gives me a sharp pang in my sensibility, a huge sharp pang, and it really worries me. So, of course, if you speak Chinese or English, that's good, but my wish, my appeal to all of you is that to respect, to research, to work towards the preservation of languages and cultures of minor peoples, minor nationalities. I think this is vital. As great scholars say, once a people's language disappears, then the life force of that people vanishes. Then that people comes to an end. That civilization comes to an end. And I think this is really true. And what is happening is that when a language disappears, then with it we lose the wisdom and the beneficial effects and impacts of this culture accumulated over years, and that disappears and that vanishes with it and from this world. And therefore I would like to appeal all of you towards the preservation of languages and cultures of weak peoples, of weak nationalities, of minor nationalities all over the world.
Tonangi Tistatsarda Mdursaradina Teni Natsu Jurjinganana Chi Chapper Chachudan Dambe Teni Rentangar Tawa Monsda Teni Gongshi Mons Yokyundo Changme Zhongkyuptar Zhongshirgojida Teni Yang Ji Dansang Sarto Gurnabandayang Name Tamanjore Changme Ditada Zunun Shirgo Tayinina Sarto Tachurjin Nikanda Tangri Garartardarnaya Dongertanga Sartut Konada Sarji Konala Sanlo Tangitina Matsurjin of Sona Namjik Nerkamna the Roa Mazang the Shinda Yang Ji Da Ringer Ram Labi then if Shepa Porta was in Gir Ninka Chimbore Dena Tandani So Samsartela then Georgin Rignin the Chungchupko Ramanji Stand then Tari Tatermishim done the shotne then Tansanga the Tsari Luxury Nanjaga Tarab Rigni the Sola Teni the Ganroam Ranga Nalam Tela Tam Pigi Chet Sumba Yachimbo Shena Hajan Yabore Samgyo.
My idea, my thinking is this, that we make an effort to preserve what is valuable in traditions, in traditional knowledge that is accumulated over years, over thousands of years. These valuable things must be preserved, and an effort must be made. But of course, along with embracing the new, so tradition and innovation sometimes comes into conflict with each other, but not necessarily always conflictual. We must learn and preserve the wisdoms and the values and the sort of priceless merits of the tradition, whilst embracing innovation, whilst embracing the knowledge of the new, for instance, science and technology, and all this, in embracing this in a way so that the path of humanity is progressive in such a way that it embraces both of these aspects, both forces.